Monsoon is here and it's raining everywhere all the time. If not all the time, then at least most of the time. Which means you're not able to step outside your house, go anywhere, enjoy anything. Therefore, I have come to your rescue to recommend you some movies and web series which, in my opinion, are perfect for watching on a rainy day. These movies and web series are what I personally would like to watch on a rainy day. So I thought, why not as well share it with you. So yeah, let's start. Let's start with cozy movies. So my first recommendation for you is My Neighbor Totoro. Now every single Studio Ghibli movie is a cozy movie. Okay, not every single one, but most of them are cozy movies. For today's video, I am going to recommend My Neighbor Totoro. So the movie follows the story of two sisters, Mei and Satsuki, who move into an old house with their father, which is situated near the hospital where their mother is recovering from a chronic illness. During their stay, they come across some really awesome spirits of the forest and get to have a lot of cool adventures, especially with a large fluffy rabbit/cat-like spirit named Totoro. Now from the synopsis, you may think that it's a children's movie, but it's not quite true. The stunning visuals, dreamlike adventures and undertones of nostalgia make this film suitable for all age groups. I'm recommending it for a rainy day, especially because of this particular scene. This scene is the definition of comfort for me, and you will understand why after you watch it. Another comforting and cozy movie that I would like to recommend for a rainy day is Burfi. Burfi is a street smart, happy-go-lucky kind of a charming young man, but he's born deaf and mute in Darjeeling. He develops a crush on Shruti, who has come to Darjeeling for a short period of time, but unfortunately things don't work out for them, and later on in life, Burfi meets and falls in love with his childhood friend who is autistic. I really don't want to say a lot about the story because I just feel that it will spoil the experience of it. Even if I'm not giving any major spoilers as such, I think you really need to just go ahead with this one without getting to know anything about it. But what I can tell you is that in its true essence, this movie tells you that love transcends everything, be it normal or abnormal, according to the societal expectations, of course. Nothing matters. Nothing really matters when it comes to love. This film is no less than a visual poetry, trust me. The cinematography is absolutely stunning. The color grading is amazing as well. I don't even want to start with the music, it's just chef's kiss. Now let's jump to some dark, eerie thrillers. And actually I have 3 web series and 1 movie recommendation for you. Okay, so let me start with my first recommendation, which is Dark. So I watched it for the first time in 2019 when not a lot of people were talking about it, but it somehow got really hyped up during COVID years. And in my observation, Dark has been kind of a polarizing web series. People either seem to love it or hate it. I am of course one of the people who loved watching it, and there are dogs barking in the background but they just won't shut up, so we are gonna ignore that. So Dark seemingly begins as some kind of a murder mystery when a child goes missing in a small fictional German town called Wilden. But soon we get introduced to the sci-fi elements of the show, along with the incredibly deep history and lore of 4 families living in Wilden. The stories, histories, and relationships of these 4 families are complexly interwoven, but all of it makes so much sense that it makes watching everything unfold quite a satisfying experience. That's why I would suggest you to watch at least first 3 episodes of Dark before deciding for yourself if you like it or not. Apart from being a mystery, thriller, and science fiction, Dark also contains undertones of philosophy and religion in a non-preachy and intriguing way. It isn't just entertaining but also deeply thought-provoking. The music is absolutely stunning, the cinematography is amazing as well, and the writing. I don't know, I don't have any words for that. You just have to watch it to understand how special it is. My next recommendation for today is The Haunting of Hill House. I'm sure many of you must have already watched it. If you have, then you can probably rewatch it on a rainy day. It doesn't hurt. So The Haunting of Hill House explores themes of guilt, grief, and familial trauma. This isn't a very bloody and gory kind of a horror series. It's more atmospheric and creepy. The true horror of the show lies in how the paranormal experiences at Hill House still haunt the characters in the present day. The plot alternates between two timelines, following five adult siblings whose paranormal experiences at Hill House continue to haunt them in the present day, along with flashbacks depicting events leading up to the eventful night in 1992 when the family fled from the mansion. The show is most interested in the effects of personal and familial trauma and how its effects are inescapable. It is haunting, it is psychological, it will keep you in suspense, and it will also surprise you a little. If you want to get a little spooked up on a rainy night, then watching The Haunting of Hill House will be a great idea. My next recommendation is The Sinner. It is an American police procedural anthology series. Detective Harry Ambrose investigates crimes committed by unlikely culprits and attempts to understand their motivations. What I found unique in this series is that it's not a typical who done it, it's more like a why done it. Because we already know the culprits, we know who they are, but we don't understand why they did what they did. For me, the first season was amazing and the best of all. The second was good too. Third season was fine, but I didn't really enjoy the fourth season as much. Since it's an anthology, every season comes with a new storyline, a new murder. But I would still suggest you to start with season 1 because Detective Harry Ambrose's character also develops along with the storyline. His personal life is shown to us and how it affects his solving these murder cases. This series is unusual, dark, and sometimes even a little disturbing. It's a brilliant thriller that will keep you on the edge of your seat and will make you keep questioning why the hell did the culprit do that. My last recommendation for today's video is a movie called Talash. Film actor Arman Kapoor meets with an accident and dies when he abruptly runs his car off-road, crashing and falling into the sea. The way the crash happened is quite mysterious and doesn't seem like suicide. Amir Khan plays an investigating officer who is dealing with a depressing past and a broken married life, while also trying to solve this case and find out what exactly happened. While investigating, he comes face to face with his suppressed grief, which makes things more difficult for him. The investigation leads him to the local red light street, where he meets an alluring sex worker, Rosie, played by Kareena Kapoor. Rosie helps him to solve the case but still holds a lot of hidden secrets. She is mysterious and charming, and she is definitely hiding something. You will need to watch it to find out Rosie's secrets and what exactly happened with Arman Kapoor. Though the ending of this movie has received quite some mixed reactions from people, but I actually personally liked it. I mean, it wasn't what I expected. Definitely, it caught me off guard, but I think it's still fine because I think the ending worked beautifully for the deeper layers of storyline and the beautiful arc that it's creating. The camera work is really cool, the music is great as well, and it's really nice and fun watching all those Bombay city lights. So yes, this was all for today's video and all my recommendations. Let me know if you enjoyed watching it and if you would like to see more recommendations from me like this. And I would really love to know if you end up watching anything from my recommendations and to get to know if you like it. So yeah, that's it for this video and I'll see you soon.